Hi guys, this is Jacqui Cooper with JCooperTravels, and I have an old friend who is here, which I'll introduce and share with you in a second. I also have my dog who happened to come on down the stairs, so it's perfect timing since we're talking about dogs and all things for pet lovers. For those that don't know JCooperTravels and who I am, let me just give you a quick introduction. My background is that I'm a lawyer, but I'm also a teacher and I'm also an entrepreneur. I like to do a lot of things that relate to my passion. One of the areas of passion that I have is travel and also taking my pet with me when I go on different excursions. So that's how I connected with Angela, and we are both on LinkedIn and Facebook. And we've had a number of podcasts and conversations about all things dogs, from insurance to food to training to what do you take in your car when you're traveling with a pet, what kind of pet hotel should you stay at. So definitely listen back to the podcast so you can catch up on a variety of things. Today, it's all about services, branding, and just kind of like the sign says behind me, New Year's resolutions. We always are rethinking things that we're doing. And I'm super happy to have you back on the podcast. How are you doing, Angela?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
So I do not want to say the name of your old business. You're still in the dog area, but I would like you to announce the rebrand, the launch of your new logo, your new name. So what is it now?
Yes, super excited. Just finished it all up. It's Sit, Stay, Thrive.
Sit, Stay, Thrive. I love it. How did you come up with Sit, Stay, Thrive?
Well, I put together a lot of different elements that I wanted my business to represent, and then I definitely had some help with the name.
Was it a dog help, like sit, stay? So what does the logo look like? I know that it'll be on the podcast, but what can you describe what the logo is?
Yeah, so it's super cute. I really like it. So it obviously has my business name, and then behavior for life is kind of my tagline. So that's obviously on there. And then it has a little kind of cartoon-esque picture of my Italian Greyhound. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah.
So explain what the old name was and then how you transitioned into the new name.
Yeah, so I was originally doing Canine Online Academy, which I do like and I thought was great, but I felt like it was turning off some clients because it had online in the name. And some people weren't really sure how that was going to work. And so maybe they weren't interested just off the name alone, or, I just felt like it wasn't representing what I was truly doing. And so I kind of pieced together all of the elements that I wanted to kind of put out there, and then came up with the new name and got rid of that online piece. Although we still do online classes, I do offer in-person services. So I just felt like it was a better choice to kind of rebrand and change that up a little bit.
So for those that might not be familiar with what you've done in the past and why I love the services that you offer, explain, and the behavior might be a little bit of a giveaway there, but explain more about what you do in at the moment, the virtual dog world, as well as the in-person dog world.
Yeah, so in doing online stuff, I do all of my lessons via Zoom right now. Currently, I'm not doing in person just because of everything going on with COVID. But I will be back out there again starting this spring. I usually do those outside because it's a little bit safer for them and myself. So that's something I do here in the Chicagoland area for my clients here. I also am taking in dogs for boarding school. So I'll have clients that are going on vacation, and then I will keep their dog while they're gone and work on training while they're here. So that's a new addition this year. That's something new we started. But the online lessons work just like they would if we were in person. Same curriculum. I have a studio, which I'm in right now. And so you can see me demonstrate with my dog. It's not just us talking face to face like we are right now. You can see the whole studio and you can see what we're doing. And so the good thing about that is you don't have the distraction of being, say, in person where the other dogs are barking and people are there and your dog's not paying attention and you're focused on your dog instead of what I'm saying. So all of those elements are gone when we do the Zoom lessons. And I've been doing them for about a year now. And I have to tell you, I like them kind of more.
Yeah, yeah. I think that, I mean, I know that you're probably doing them one-on-one, but you could also do a group Zoom because you could have different dogs. And the other beauty about that is if for some reason dog personalities don't mesh, you don't have to worry about that here because they're still getting the same lesson without the little growling or back and forth, even though that's probably something that you would address anyway.
Yeah, no, that's nice. It takes away all of that distraction. I do group lessons. I'll have several people, or I do a lot of individualized training plans for people. So I do both.
So if someone wanted to connect with you, again, repeat, how would they find you and how would they connect with you?
So the best way is my website, which is SitStayThrive.com. And that's where all of my information is. I mean, pretty much everything. I also have my Facebook page, which is also Sit Stay Thrive. And then I know we've talked about this in the past, but I have a really big therapy dog training discussion group on Facebook as well. Almost 6,000 members now.
Wow, that's huge. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. How did you happen to grow it so big?
I'm adding people every single day. I don't know. It's going really well, and it almost moderates itself, which is lovely. And it's a really great discussion. A lot of stuff about therapy dogs, but at the same time, I have a lot of people with new COVID puppies, and they're asking a lot of questions about training and stuff like that. So it's getting really big now, and I love it. So.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Are most of your clients and in the group also, are they United States based or are they overseas as well?
No, we have overseas as well. Yeah, kind of everywhere.
That's awesome. That's awesome, especially because of the fact that you can do a Zoom connection. So that's great. So we'll have to have you as a guest in Love Travel Scotland because I know that we're doing a cat chat event in March, and we'll have to do a dog chat too. So that'll be fun. So for those that might not know about the podcast, definitely check out, I'll have the link to Angela's website, SitStayThrive, down below. And I'll also have information on how to listen to some of the past podcasts as well. Any last minute tips, or we had talked about one thing before we went online, and that's that now people are transitioning back to work. Dogs might be a little bit more stressed. So because their beloved owners might not be in their homes anymore. So any recommendations for how to kind of calm the nerves of the dogs?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been preparing all of my clients for this for some time. Basically, since it started, we kind of know this is going to be a problem when everything goes back to normal and dogs are left home alone. So I think the first suggestion I would give everyone is to create some sort of schedule that includes you not being with your dog. So if that means you're going to a different floor of the house, or you're utilizing your doggy kennel, and you're putting them in the kennel, especially if you have a puppy, because puppies sleep a lot. So put them in that kennel for nap time. Let them have blocks of time where they're going to spend in that kennel. Because when you leave and they have to be in there, and that's the first time, it's not going to go well. So you just build that into your schedule now as if it's a normal thing. Kind of looking back to 2019 is what I always tell everyone. What was a typical schedule for my client? My clients probably have a corporate job. They're gone at least 8 hours with potentially a 2-hour commute here in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Like 10 hours, and they have a dog walker at lunch. That's a typical schedule for dogs. So, along those lines, we should be having some blocks of time where our dog is spending that time alone. And not just because of separation anxiety, but because, especially with puppies and even adult dogs, we're finding that they're not getting enough sleep. So this is a big thing with aggression trainers right now. They're seeing a huge spike in dog aggression. because the dogs are just completely overstimulated every day. Now that we're home all day, we have the TV on, we have music, we have podcasts, we have everything going on, and the dogs aren't getting enough rest. They're not getting enough quiet time. So aside from just separation anxiety, it's really good to, let them have their own space and let them spend time in there. At least I say a couple 2 to 4 hour blocks, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And so then when we go back to work, it's a much easier transition.
That makes total sense. That makes total sense. Definitely, if you have any questions about your own puppy family member or older adult dog as well, reach out to Angela. She definitely can consult with you, do Zoom trainings and a whole slew of other things. Thank you so much, Angela, for being on. I look forward to our continuing conversations. It's going to be a very interesting year as everything unfolds.
Thank